214 million cases of malaria are said to be recorded annually, with 3.2 billion people at risk of the infection globally. Besides, Nigeria suffers the world's greatest malaria burden, with approximately 51 million cases and 207,000 deaths reported annually. The cause of malaria has been traced to parasites that are transmitted to people through the bites of infected female Anopheles mosquitoes. Malaria can be prevented through the use of mosquito repellents, insecticide-treated bed nets, and avoiding sleeping in the vicinity of areas where mosquitoes like to live. This year's World Malaria Day, with the theme Ready to Beat Malaria, underscores the collective energy and commitment of the global malaria community in uniting around the common goal of a world free of malaria. Speaking on the development, the Director General of the World Health Organization, Tedros Ghebreyesus, called for urgent actions to get the global fight against malaria back on track. In a statement today, the Director General identified funding as one of the major challenges posed to the fight against malaria.
World Malaria Day is important for at least 3 reasons. First, it's an opportunity to celebrate our successes. Since 2000, millions of malaria deaths have been averted, especially among children. More and more countries have eliminated the disease. Second, World Malaria Day reminds us of the challenges that remain. The latest data from WHO show that the global malaria response is at a crossroads. The declining trend in the number of malaria cases and deaths has stalled, and vital funding for malaria programs has flatlined. If we continue along this path, we will lose the gains for which we have fought so hard.
He called for synergy among countries of the world to eradicate the epidemic.
We call on countries and the global health community to close the critical gaps in the malaria response. Together, we must ensure that no one is left behind in accessing life-saving services to prevent, diagnose, and treat malaria. Please join us to get the malaria responses back on track.
In addition, health advocates have called on governments, health bodies, private sector companies, and the members of the public to renew their focus on eliminating malaria by 2030. Zion Victor Tade, IATV News.